To the Radnor Township Design Review Board meeting February 9th, 2011. We have 4 items on our agenda tonight, so hopefully it won't be too protracted. We'd ask that people turn off their cell phones if they could, and when you come to present, please speak at the lectern. If you have drawings you want to see, excuse me, want to be seen at home, if you just put them on the table, there's a camera looking down, and it'll be on the screen as well. So the first item we have is DRB-11-09, Yogo Sano at 1 West Avenue in Wayne for 1 wall sign, 3 awnings, and 2 window signs. Good evening. If you could just introduce yourself and tell us what you're interested in.
My first name is Ali, last name is Karam. I'm a partner in the business with my father back there. We're looking to open the first organic yogurt store in Pennsylvania, actually in Wayne. So that's what we're doing at Yogo Sano, and the name itself means healthy yogurt in Italian. And so even the logo, it says, organici and sort of grass-fed, so no antibiotics, hormones, and all the good stuff, basically. So it's that's what we've been trying to do for the last few months. I know that for us it's been a learning process, first time doing this, and so when we came, I think, and applied for the original, license, we came and did that, and then when we started just going through the process, got the USDA, came in, take a look at the place, gave us a green light. That was great. And then someone said, "Hey, by the way, I think you guys got to get some approvals for the signs." We said, "Uh-oh." We didn't know that. So
Sure.
what we tried to do is we actually, in terms of the awnings, because it's right on West Avenue, we just went to the neighbors and said, "Who did you guys use?" Evan, we used the same exact guy they used, and we said, "Hey, can we just conform in terms of font and everything else?" Although our fonts are different for our own Yogo Sano logos, the awning fonts are exactly what they had told us that everyone else had done in the block. And we said, "Great," and so that's where we're at. Pretty much
Okay.
it.
Where is the wall sign going?
It's right. Actually, I have a picture of it right
That's
here.
what I was
You guys wanna
curious.
see?
Could we
Yeah,
see a picture?
No problem.
I've been looking in every time I go by. Is it ready? Is it ready?
I know.
Are we close?
Yeah, actually, friends and family, you guys are on Friday night.
You're kidding, that close? Oh, great. I've already seen it.
All right.
Healthy.
Okay, so let's start with the wall sign. So the wall sign is on the facade on the brick, and it's clearly not 15 feet high, which is maximum. I think the size is certainly comports with the sign code. It's a nice, very nice looking sign.
It is.
So I don't have any
No,
questions
I think it
about
looks
that.
great.
Is the awning is that awning already installed with that?
Well, I think when we spoke, you told us, and they actually installed this side, and we told them, my dad was in a hospital, and we said, "Wait, don't install it." And if you go to the other side, I think this is West Wayne, I don't know what that is. Is that North Wayne?
North Wayne.
Yeah, North Wayne.
That's not even there yet because we said, don't install it because we have to come talk to you guys. So.
Yeah, because remember, Jim, we have to talk about the
What
name.
can go on, yeah.
But what can go on there? And I was hoping that wasn't installed because that's not by code right now.
And we told them. And
Okay.
honestly, 8 in the morning on a Saturday morning, my dad gets a call and saying, "This guy just called." I was like,
Right.
It's
Yeah.
8 in the morning on Saturday. And again, this is the same. Trust me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
spoke to him and said,
Huh.
"We've never done this before. This is
Right.
your job. You're an awning specialist." And all of a sudden, this is the case. And we actually went back to him and said, "Hey, can you do me a favor? We're bootstrapping this business." We said, in order to conform exactly what you said, can we change it around? And he said, "Oh, we'll double the cost." And we said, "Well, listen, let's go talk to the township and see what they say." Because our problem is, obviously, we're trying to connotate a high-end yogurt store, right? The whole look and feel. It took us 5 months to find the exact supplier that we needed here. And so what we did here is just trying to introduce people to what these things were in terms of Yogo Sano. What is it? It was,
Right.
hey, it's frozen yogurt. It's Italian style. It's a little bit different than the traditional California tart, which Pinkberry made sort of famous. It's a little bit more creamier and smoother, and clearly the probiotic. We decided not to put, we're considering, should we put organic on there too, and eventually we might put that instead of natural. Natural sort of means not much these days, but since it is a USDA product that's been approved organic too, we might as well put it up there. But it was just really just tell the neighborhood, hey, we're here, and this stuff is actually good for you in terms of
Right.
the dessert. And we try to not make it any kind of eyesore for the neighborhood, but.
Right. Well, the problem is, however, that the sign code is explicit in what's allowed on awnings. Those things that you have up there, excuse me, could be in a different type of sign. And I don't know if you talked with Matt when you did it, but the the code only allows the business name, the telephone number, and the address on an awning, on the drop on that portion there. Well, did you replace these awnings, or they just did the new piece
No, and that's the
across?
thing. That we replaced the awning, which was called Cafe Propicio, and it said
Right.
coffee. And again, it wasn't because we sort of invented what was there. It actually had
Yeah.
what they sold. It was coffee, desserts, and sweets.
Well, that
think
may
that
have predated
That was probably about 18 years ago.
Predated
that
the
it
sign
actually opened,
code.
Okay.
yeah. Maybe
This type of thing, and when we get into this, just as an example, Matador down the street,
Yeah.
down there by Christopher's, they came in to us 6 months ago, and they wanted to put tapas, cocktail bar, or whatever, and we have no wiggle room there. The only wiggle room we have is we can deny it, and you all can go before the zoning hearing board and try to get a variance.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, this is unfortunate that it happened, and you would have thought the people, because we've had businesses in that block over a period of years, that they would have known that that wasn't allowed. All of that's allowed in your window signage. So for instance, you could put vinyl letters on your windows that say those exact same things. You could even add, what'd you say, natural?
Yeah, I mean-
as long as you don't take up 20% of the window area.
Okay.
I think the wall sign is gorgeous, and I don't, for a second, fault you for wanting to let people know what it is, but unfortunately, our hands are tied in the matter.
I know we just said no to the eyeglass store that's across the street on North Wayne Avenue, and he just came in the last few months, and he wanted to have, I forget what he wanted, eyeglasses, he wanted a few things on his sign, and we just had to be consistent.
Sure. Is there any way, I guess, in terms of, the name of the business is Yoga Sana Organici Nutri con Erba, which is grass-fed, organic, healthy yogurt, effectively, in Italian. And if you look at the logo, everything we say has that stamp of approval on there.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way, in terms of, since organic isn't our logo, Organici, I can put Organici up there or something?
I think that's, if the board agrees with that wording, I'm comfortable from a zoning perspective of putting that on there. If you
So
want to take,
what would it say on the awning then?
if you want to, so in other words, you're translating it from Italian to English,
Right.
correct?
Right, which is, Organici is organic,
Yes.
Yogo is yogurt, and Sano is health.
Yeah.
That's
So
great.
organic, frozen, a healthy
Right.
yogurt.
It's your business name, and I don't have a problem
Yeah.
with it.
You don't have a problem with the translation or the Italian button?
Which
Either one.
actual words are you good
Well,
having?
you could take the translation from Italian to English and just put it on there.
Okay.
So for the record, what would it state
Well, yeah.
I'm
on
saying
there?
organic, healthy yogurt, organic, healthy. I mean, the frozen is the only question I would have for you guys. There's no frozen in the logo, it's Yogo
Right.
Sano. But would that be okay just to put the word frozen in there and say organic?
I would feel more comfortable if you just limited it to what's on the sign, and let's call that your logo. And then still in the window, you could supplement it with some other things.
So organic, healthy yogurt, which is the literal translation,
Yeah,
I guess.
yogurt, healthy Sano, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Organic, healthy yogurt.
Yeah, something like that. That's what the
Yeah.
literal translation is, right?
That's fine.
Does that work for you?
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm going to talk
I
to
know.
the guy, and I think another thing is, just as a new, I guess, member of the business community, is there some way to see who's a sanctioned sign person, awning person, that when they come and sell us these wares, and, I'm going to go wring this guy's neck and say, listen, why don't you come and tell me that this is your job? And, I have a day
Right.
job, and when I present myself as someone who's a professional, I'm assuming you have done sort of the research.
Yeah, I feel like every contractor knows that every township has, codes for all the different, licenses that you need, and that,
Okay.
yes, if this sign maker has done any signs in Radnor and come before us, he should know,
They should know.
yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's
That's-
unfortunate.
I'm
so-
sorry, too, I'm really looking forward to your business
All right.
opening.
Tell the whole community then, I guess. No
Well, you
problem.
can tell them again, because this is on TV, so, let them know.
All right,
Tell
Yogo
them, what
Sano.
flavors do you have? What's,
It's just going to be one yogurt flavor, actual traditional yogurt flavor, but we're having, all the toppings you can imagine in terms of Toblerone, melted Toblerone, hot chocolate, dark chocolate, white chocolate, pomegranate.
Do you have drinks too, or just frozen?
And coffee. So we're just keeping it simple.
oh, that sounds great. And
Right.
what are your hours going to be?
I think it's going to be 11 till 8 or 11 till 10, depending on the day.
Terrific.
Okay, and I think you're somewhere on the awning over the door, does it have your street address, number 1, or?
It just has the name of, it just says Yogosano.
Okay. Do we
Yeah.
need a,
We have a website, www.yogosano.com, and a Facebook page. So when you go in there, all that stuff is on, one of these courtesy cards. You buy 5, you get 1 free.
Yeah.
Right.
You can like us, we're doing the whole social
Great.
marketing thing too. So.
and Matt, do we need a sign, do we need them to put their street number on their door, or, I don't know if it's on there or not?
It's all really part of one building.
Okay, good.
And the address is on there.
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
Good luck.
But did you, and the wall signs were approved, correct?
Yes.
As submitted, and that's it, right?
Yeah, and you didn't request any specific window signage, but if you do, you're limited to 20% of the window area.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, all right,
All right.
so,
Should we have a motion?
yeah.
Do we have where's the name of it? Okay, in the matter of DRB 1109 Yogosano, I move that we accept the application as presented. With the stipulation that the awnings say organic healthy yogurt and nothing more. Is that?
Right. Or we can put, we're going to have the Yogosano, we can put our name on it.
Yogosano, too.
Yogosano,
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
no problem.
Okay, so
Okay.
if you put Yogosano,
And then just have it, the Yogosano, then you can say : organic.
Yes,
healthy
you
yogurt.
can.
organic, okay, so
All right,
we
you
have
see
the
what I'm saying?
translation and, okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Now you understand that, right, Matt? We're going to have both on the awning. Great.
Okay.
Gotcha, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, is there a second?
Sure.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
All right, all right.
Okay, that brings us to DRB-11-10. Chris Gleason, 137 Pennsylvania Avenue, for 1 freestanding sign. Good evening.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Chris Gleason, and we have a off, if I put that.
Thank you.
So our office is on 137 Pennsylvania Avenue, next door to the hardware store. And we've been there about 10 years, 11 years. And it's one of 4 offices. But this last year, I took on a new partner. So we wanted to add her name to the sign that's out front. So you can see it's a house there.
Right.
And the existing sign has Trinity underneath it and has Gleason Financial Advisors on the main sign. And the replacement sign like that. So that has a partner listed, and we tried to keep the same motif there.
Right.
So now, we'd also like to put one thing led to another. So on the existing sign, there's a little roof over top of it. We'd like to put some low-level light in there.
Within the roof?
Within the roof.
Shining down?
Shining down, right. Although I'm not sure whether that's more effective or less effective than having it in the ground.
From the ground
shining
up.
at the, we
Yeah.
have to have some guidance on that. So when I went to speak with the township regarding the lighting, to be sure that that was okay, I was informed that the sign is actually a little close to the road.
Yeah.
And so this job escalated a little bit because the requirement, I guess, is to move it back. So the initial application was to retain the posts and replace the sign or repaint the sign and then put the low-level lights. But the fact of the matter is we'll probably be replacing the whole unit,
Okay,
so that we can move it back to conform if we need to move it back.
okay.
Is the new sign is taking the place of both the old sign and the little drop below it that says Trinity on it?
Well, actually not. The new sign is exactly the same size. as-
Okay.
Well, except for that, you see where we have that
Curve.
deal on the top.
Yeah, but
that's-
the little thing on the
But you're not
bottom
going to
that
add
says.
the bottom.
That's,
That's staying.
I think that'll stay, yeah.
Oh, that will stay. Okay,
Is it
sorry.
the same coloring?
It is, as closely as they could match it.
Well, yeah.
This piece underneath that said Trinity Financial Partners stays.
It does? Why do you have
No,
Trinity
so then
Financial
you have-
I don't
Partners
know, I
twice?
haven't really thought that through.
That doesn't make sense.
I was really focusing on the main
Yeah.
thing there, but, so anyway, it's within the size limitations.
Okay.
Either way, I'm not sure we really need to keep the one on the
Yeah,
bottom.
I would say let's don't. I mean, I'm not going to resign if you do, but you don't need it twice. Okay.
And so I guess it would be, let's see, there's how it stands today, and so it's not right on the road, but it is.
6 feet on.
Yeah, it's 6 feet as opposed to the.
It is 6 feet off the road right now?
It looks like it's a little further than that, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but it's 6 feet from where the
Okay.
rut was, so if it's,
Okay,
if
the
we can
rut.
have a little,
The shoulder.
a little grace on that, that would be
What does it
helpful.
have to be?
10.
If we could just
10.
replace it.
Well, 10 is going to take you back to the house, isn't it?
Yeah,
No.
well, the
You have to-
problem also is that the cars, and there's a fence on the side of the property line that is conforming, but when you're coming up the street, the fence blocks the
Blocks the
sign
view.
if it's set back, you see. So if we could just replace the insert there.
The
then-
fence is on the property line of the hardware store?
Yes, yeah,
Oh, yeah, there's a fence there. I know because I park facing it
yeah,
every time I go to get salt.
that's right. Well, we
Every
all go
day.
to get salt.
So do we have that flexibility?
For a replacement of a sign to keep,
Well, to keep the sign in its present location, since if it moves back, it's obscured by the hardware store sign.
yeah, I understand the predicament, but I mean,
Well, what about this? When we did the pizza place next to Bottle and Can, we told them they had to bring it into conformity because they wanted to replace the pole.
Which pizza place?
The one near
the new
Bottle
one
and Can on,
on on, what's that called? Clover?
no idea.
Near where
Across
La
from
Maison is?
Sugartown, yeah,
Where
across from
La
La
Maison is. There's a Wawa.
So we were
yeah,
going to
yeah,
make
yeah,
them push
yeah.
it back because.
Oh,
they were-
right,
If
okay.
he's not replacing the poles, does he still have to push it back?
yeah, because you're replacing the sign, otherwise these signs would never comply. Let's say you've got a sign for years that's 2 feet from the right of way.
Right.
If the sign face keeps getting switched out, it'll never be replaced. The whole
Right.
idea is to get it to conform
So
eventually.
every time we have a sign change, we insist that the new sign conform with the code.
Yeah, it is back a ways from the,
I mean, it's back 6 feet, but the code wants 10,
I
right?
understand.
You might be able to keep that one post and then put the one on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
6,
afraid our
8,
hands are
9,
tied
10.
there,
I,
too. How high is the fence? 6 feet, 8 feet? You're saying it's blocking, I mean, it's blocking because
Probably
it's coming
6.
out closer to the
Well,
road,
it's the fence, but there's the cars that are
parking towards you,
parked.
face towards you.
Yeah, which are perfectly parked. I mean, they're legally parked and all
Right.
that. They're in his lot. But as you come down the street, from a Pennsylvania Avenue from a bit, it blocks it more coming in one direction than
Right.
the other direction.
How high is
Because
the sign?
that was what I was going to say
It's
is,
probably 4 feet.
I'm sorry, what's 4 feet high?
I think.
No, the whole
No, you s-
structure.
The whole structure
Oh.
has to be higher than that.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
I-
5 feet? It's not much more than 4 feet.
No, I don't know. I didn't measure that. I measured the.
Well, what I was going to say is you're allowed 8 feet high, correct, Matt?
For signage, for mine, 8 feet, correct.
So I know you came to this thinking it was going to be very simple. didn't you?
Yeah, well, the
really
thing
nice
is,
sign,
it's
and-
kind of, if you look at the, the picture with the house and all, one of the reasons why
Right.
we're in a house is so it's comfortable and it's homey, and
Right,
so I don't
right,
want to
it's
go
informal, yeah,
with a
exactly.
commercial kind of a, so,
All I was going to say is if moving it back blocks some view, you could go up, but I understand what you're saying. But I think we have
Still,
to,
you're limited, you're not going to be able to go up too high, because you have that peak on the little roof that he would like to keep, so that is a little height. It would look, you got too high.
yeah. But I think we have to ask you to move back. As far as the lighting goes, I don't think we have a predilection one way or the other. You could do whatever you feel works best, and you're going to have somebody help you do that. So
yeah.
as long as, we just like to see if it's in the ground, it's going to be a simple floodlight of some sort. Often we'll ask people, and you may want to do, if it's going to be susceptible to a weed whacker or a lawnmower, you might want to put a little border of some sort around it.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will plant in those
Yeah,
areas.
Exactly. We were looking at that. The roof is not very large over the sign, so whether you can get it so, and that's a lighting guy that can help us out with
Yeah.
that, you know, whether you get enough light on the sign or not. That would be
Well,
the only
today they
reason
have
to
some
go to-
pretty sophisticated, these little halogen lamps that are
Yeah.
teeny. But yeah, get somebody to help you with that, and we can approve it either way,
Okey-doke.
so.
But this would then be with a motion approved to go ahead at this point.
You're right.
Okay.
I think, unless I'm
Yeah,
missing something. You guys?
I'm thinking,
Okay.
so here's, the motion will be that the sign has to be moved back to 10 feet from the side of the
But
road,
everything else?
and everything else is
Well,
acceptable.
no, we have to add the lights because he didn't put it in the original application, so we just got.
Oh, yeah, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
we're approving lights.
Right, right.
Right, okay.
You make a motion.
Anything else?
No?
No.
In the matter of DRB 1110, Chris Gleason and Trinity Partners and Gleason Partners and everybody else's partners, the board would like to approve the sign, although the location needs to move back from 6 feet from the roadway to the cartway to 10 feet from the cartway. Plus, the applicant asked for lighting on the sign either from above, underneath the roof, or from the ground going up. The board is fine with either way, as long as you're good with it. I think that's it.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
you.
thank you, Chris. Good luck. Okay, so that brings us to DRB-11-11. This is for Salon des Artistes at 205 West Lancaster Avenue in Wayne.
Mike say it?
No.
Oh,
What?
I know. Oh, we've already.
For one ground sign and one wall sign. Good evening.
Good evening, good
Don.
evening. Don Mercuri Sign and Awning, and I'm here to represent Joanne, the owner of Salon des Artistes, at their new location. They're moving from Spread Eagle Village, they've been there a long time, to the 205 West Lancaster Avenue, which is the old Long and Foster. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the old Long and Foster sign.
Okay.
And just as a frame of reference, and that is South Moon Under, which is next door. What we're proposing is a set of channel letters, front lit, meeting all the light emanates from the acrylic face Salon des Artistes, and it is on top of a raceway, which the raceway will be attached to the wall and minimize the amount of holes put into the brick wall. The frame of reference is South Moon Under, which they have a raceway right underneath it, just like ours. So we're kind of thinking, okay, we'll keep it uniform. Those letters are about 14 inches. The raceway is about 8 inches, 8 inches deep by 8 inches high. Our raceway will also be 8 inches deep by 8 inches wide. The Salon des Artistes is an uppercase, lowercase font, and that has been their logo since they started, uppercase, lowercase. So we're asking to see if we can get 18-inch S and the A, and then everything else stays at 14 inches. The raceway, it will be painted the same color as the brick to minimize. I asked all parties if they wanted to paint it the same color as South Moon Under, but they didn't want to. No party wanted to do that. And the returns, meaning the side of the letter, like you see South Moon Under, it will also be black. So there'll be a little bit of a similarity in the two signs that are on that front wall. The Long and Foster sign, which I did about 5 or 6 years ago, has a raceway behind it, and they they didn't want a raceway behind it, and they didn't have anything in their budget to make that aluminum raceway that big.
Okay.
So what have we done in the past with the big letter?
Do you know, Dom, how is South Moon Under? Do you know the dimension of those letters, the height, by any chance?
How high are they?
Yeah.
From the grade?
No,
they're
just
individual
the individual letters.
From the top to the bottom, they're about 14 inches.
Okay. And they're all the same height.
Yeah.
Okay.
They look bigger because it's brought off the wall about 12 feet, 10 feet, 8 feet, something like that. I didn't do them, but
Right. And right now, there's no other tenant on the front, just on the sides. Is that correct? Of the building?
Just,
are there,
there's somebody in
for
the
South
back.
Moon Under?
No, they're on the side. No. There's only that you and Salon and South Moon Under will be the only signs on the front. There's
The only
other
signs
tenants on the
front.
side.
The only
Yeah.
two tenants in the front.
Right, okay.
How much frontage do you have? Like how wide is the
How wide is our sign?
storefront?
Our storefront, it's going to take up the two windows, and you know what, I did have that. I think that awning is about 17 feet. So those two awnings are 17 and 17, or 34.
Plus the middle there.
At least 40 feet. I do have a plot plan right here
No, it's-
from when I did the Long and Foster.
So for 40 feet, they're fine, right?
Oh, do you have, this should be in the package,
Yeah, it's there.
the plot
Yeah.
plan?
It just doesn't have the dimension of the actual storefront, but 40 feet, let's say.
40, you're allowed 50 square feet at the maximum.
Right,
So it's
So-
16 by,
So
foot and a
it's
half, so he's 24, he's plenty, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, do you guys want to do this and then go on to the next one, or next sign, or do go see them
Sure,
all
why don't we do
first?
this one?
Okay.
So I'm trying to visualize what this is going to look like. The raceway is that red line that's under there, and you're going to paint that the brick color?
Yeah, brick color, we can match that.
And is that where the electricity, is that shine, I'm sorry not to be better versed about this, but that shines behind the light? Does that create the light behind the letters?
No, that
holds
raceway will be
electronics.
aluminum.
Okay, so it's going to hold the letters? and
It's
the
gonna hold
are
the
lit.
letters.
And the letters are lit from behind, or?
No, the letters are front lit from the front.
They're channel cut.
Yeah,
Like
they're-
South Moon Under has neon in
I'm
it.
making
Got
a sample the next time I bring here.
Oh, that'd be great for me.
How to, and we'll take it apart, see how it's lit. But
See how South
the
Moon Under-
raceway,
see how South Moon Under is.
Yeah,
That's
Okay.
neon, but his is just going to be white. White,
white with black
Translucent.
return.
white acrylic, black return,
Right.
black
Yeah.
trim cap.
yeah.
The raceway will hold the power packs. These will be LED lit.
Okay.
Okay, that's a trend in the industry.
Right.
Very few people are really doing neon anymore.
Right.
In fact, they're disappearing. People,
Nah, it'll be around.
well, no, I mean.
No,
but
I
it's-
know.
It's easier for everybody to do LEDs and
Right.
and this generation of LEDs. But anyway,
Okay.
the South Moon Under, which was done about 4 or 5 years ago, is a front lit, open face
Right.
neon sign. The
Is
only
that a
difference.
race, oh, sorry. Question, you know that the arch that South Moon Numbers, that their letters sit in, is that their raceway? Is that a race? that-
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, good.
underneath the
All right.
underneath the channel letters.
Yeah.
And the other reason for the raceway is, if you can't really see it, but there's a lot of holes in that brick from previous signs. There
Yeah.
was a gym.
Oh, right, gym
They
supply.
sold gym equipment.
Right.
Before that, it was True Value Hardware. And I'll tell you, you can't really see it, but there's a lot of holes.
Yeah.
The other reason for the raceway is all we really have to do is make, maybe 8 or 9 attachments, screws to screw the raceway in.
Right.
Whereas if we did the channel letters on there, you would have to make 8 or 9 holes maybe 5 or 6
Three.
holes per letter.
For each letter.
Okay.
Makes sense.
is the storefront or the window that it's centered over, that's the entrance and exit?
Yes.
Okay, the other one's just a window, right?
Right. No, right.
That's the entrance? Yeah, I guess so. It looks good to me. I mean, just my only feeling, and it's not, certainly, it's not mine to decide, is that I wish they'd choose a different color, something that contrasts with the brick, because I just feel like trying to paint it to make it drop out and not see the raceway. But that's not really, I don't think
Well,
that's
I mean, that's a
really-
good suggestion, and I talked to Joe Birch, you know, from Bages.
Sure.
And Joe said, well, really, that's up to the customer.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I asked Joe, I said, Joe, you know, I guess we have an opportunity here to paint it any color we want. And he said, that's up to the customer. He's really, you know, and Joanne really doesn't care. I mean, from what I've heard from her, I mean, she's anxious to move, you know, but, you know, she's really relying on, she does have a designer
Right.
that's had a big input.
They don't use any other colors in their color, in their brand, or in their, it's always white?
Well, the thing is, you got a black return. She liked
No, I
the-
know, I'm just saying, if she had a printed brochure, they don't use any other colors for an
Well,
accent?
we can paint it any color.
No, I
But
don't
is there
care, but I'm just
something
saying,
that
is
they
it something
use?
they're already using they might want to do, or not?
Well, I don't know. I mean, what would, do you have any ideas?
Well, I guess my point is, Blue Moon Under, or
South Moon.
South Moon Under has that blue. Your white acrylic is fine, I have no problem with
Yeah.
that, and I have no problem with the black. If you wanted, as Cindy said, just
I'm just thinking if you wanted to do something different, contrasting with the raceway, because to try to make it look like the brick or have it drop out so you don't notice it, that won't really happen.
How about silver?
Yeah, silver would, I think silver, what do you
actually,
think? That
silver would look pretty
I
good.
think silver would look pretty classy.
I mean, I'll
Or like a pewter or something like that.
yeah, silver or pewter. Hey, the awnings are silver.
they are, those are turn metal, or,
Oh,
I mean,
are
I will
they?
make a
Or
strong
zinc.
suggestion that
That might be
they,
kind of cool.
yeah.
Because I just think that if you try to make it look like it blends with the brick, it's not.
Right.
But if you try to make a statement with it, like underline the Salon d'Artiste, that might make it just stand
oh,
out
I
a
think
little
it's a
more.
great idea.
Okay.
You know, and honestly, I didn't even think about it until you brought up, you know, trying to do something different.
Okay.
So I
Well,
like the
we'll
idea
give
of
you the
silver.
leeway, but, well, I would,
Yeah,
unless
I would
you
give
guys
you
are
the,
okay.
I would give you the leeway,
we'd
but I would say, why
suggest
don't you
that.
go to the client and
I
say,
think
here's a way
everybody
we
will be
can
on
make your
board.
sign punch a little more. and-
I think we should just stay away from shock value for shock value sake, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
no,
well, true,
no, no.
okay.
Well, silver's a
All right,
neutral
purple,
color.
you don't want purple.
What?
Silver would be a
silver's
neutral
cool.
color.
Yeah,
No, no,
and if
no,
we
yeah, I
match
just-
the
if-
awnings, that'd be nice.
I just
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
want-
shock value.
Matt's saying, don't approve anything in case they come back with
Right.
bright orange,
All right,
or
we'll tell you what we would approve. I
chartreuse.
think.
Okay,
If I knew what
All right.
chartreuse was, I would have said.
so, all right, are you, everybody else, you okay with everything else on
I'm
that?
good.
Okay, so let's go on to, what's the monument, is that the other one?
Yeah, the monument sign is, the monument sign right now,
It says Wayne Ballet, is that?
obviously it covered up a couple other things, and I don't know why I
Does
don't
it-
have a picture of it, but South Moon Under is silver,
Okay.
is a silver pewter colored,
Kind of a creamy background?
yeah, it's an aluminum sheet with vinyl lettering. And what we're proposing, and it was okayed by the designer and also the owner, the top version. We gave the owner two options, silver and black and silver and white, and they all picked silver and black.
So
The
you're
top
saying
version.
black vinyl letters on what type background?
On a silver
Silver.
aluminum background.
And South Moon Under, are those letters black also, or did you say blue on silver? What are they?
They're vinyl applique,
Okay, what color?
black.
Okay. And this photo that you gave us, there's something under it also, there's this other photo. Is there something under your picture, under your
Oh, this one?
graphic there? No, if you
No,
lift
the
that up.
photograph.
Oh, in the photograph, this one?
No, wait, lift up the Salon d'Artiste. Okay, see that sign, that monument?
Oh, yeah, that's when it was first built.
Okay.
And it shows just the brick and the stone, before any kind of aluminum.
Before, so
was-
is Ballet still on there? Wayne Ballet?
You know what, I think a Blue Moon Under and Wayne Ballet are on there at two different colors. And I'm sorry I don't have a picture of it. I mean, I think Joe had originally, years ago, Bages Properties had wanted everybody to be silver.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then for some reason, everybody started going on a different direction. You know, but we're going to make it the same color
Right.
as
South Moon.
South Moon Under.
Good, okay.
Okay, so you'll be right below South Moon Under, and if it's still there, the ballet will be below you, it looks like?
Yeah, I think it'll be South Moon Under, then the ballet, then us number 3.
So they'd have to move the ballet. What do I know? I mean,
That's okay.
it's okay, I like this. Looks
Yeah.
like, looks good.
I think it looks good, too.
I do have to mention the designer Stephanie Story from Bologna Design. You probably she's designed a lot of the signs like up at that the new center where the blue
Town
white
Center?
dog. You know, so she's very prominent in this role of designing everything we've done.
Okay.
Well, ask her
And
about the
she's from
silver.
Villanova.
Ask her about the silver under the Salon d'Artiste.
Oh, I think she'll like it.
Yeah, because it goes with this also, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it's a great idea.
Cool. So shall we,
How are you, Matt? You okay?
Yeah, good.
what about the chartreuse, Matt?
Chartreuse.
Chartreuse, okay. All right, so then let's have a
What
motion.
is that?
It's green. Okay, DRB 11, oh no, I'm sorry, yeah, 1111 Salon d'Artiste. I move that we accept the proposal as presented for both the wall sign and the monument sign.
Recommending,
Recommending that the raceway be changed from a brick color to silver to match the sign on the monument sign and the awnings.
Are we
Okay.
approving either white or black? Or are
Well,
we just approving-
let's prove black.
We approved the black.
On the
sorry,
monument
On
sign.
the monument side.
For the
Black
letters.
lettering.
Okay,
Silver sign with the black lettering on it.
all right. Is there a second? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Tom.
When do you think they'll be in? Are they open yet? No.
I think within the next couple weeks. I think the drywall's up, all the electrical work has been done inside, all the flooring's done, and I think within the next couple weeks.
Okay,
Thank you very
all
much.
right, thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, so that brings us to our last item on the agenda tonight. That's DRB-11-12. This is Aubusson Home at 122 East Lancaster Avenue in Wayne for one wall sign and one window sign. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi. Good, how are you?
Good.
Peggy Brayman.
Hi, Peggy.
Is this your business?
It is.
Oh, well,
Tell
tell
us.
a little bit about it, because people can hear it at home. The three people who are watching TV want to know.
We're mostly fabrics and interiors. We also have wall coverings, wallpapers, accessories, lamps. We're kind of like our own little design studio. We carry every fabric under the face of the earth, and in-stock fabric and special orders from anybody. So
Terrific.
And do you do the work, like if somebody has a couch or a chair they want to recover, they come to you? Can you actually
we do not
take
do
care-
the work. We do custom pillows
Uh-huh.
in-house. We do not do upholstery, but we have people that we recommend and know very well and can trust that we give out their names and send them on their way that way.
Great.
Good.
Terrific.
Good to know.
Okay, so you're applying, let's start with the wall sign, if that's okay. Mm-hmm. You just want to explain to us a little bit the materials, size, and so forth?
It's right on there. It's 252 inches by 14 inches. It's exactly the same size as the sign that was previously on for jeans.
Okay,
And it is a vinyl sign. It's printed on metal.
okay. And there's the sort of filigree pattern in the background
Yes.
with the two colors of Pantone?
Yes.
Okay, that looks nice. Now, the sign is 14 inches high, so the letter's probably 10 inches maybe?
That's just the Pantone.
Does that
Yes.
make sense? Okay.
I'll explain to you.
So the letters are probably 10 inches high, so I don't see any problems with that.
No, none.
I think it's a really pretty sign. I think it looks
I know.
great.
Pretty colors.
Very
I
nice.
shuddered when you were discussing chartreuse. When you were back there, you're like, just as long as it's not chartreuse. So I was a little concerned since
I have
it's
no
our signature
predilections
color.
against
Matt didn't
chartreuse.
really know what chartreuse is, but I just pointed it out to him.
Yes,
So
yes.
it turns out he's actually good with chartreuse.
Oh, good. Okay.
Not
I'm
for
glad.
the other company.
I see.
Not on the, this looks lovely. Yeah, I can imagine.
The only thing you need to know, if you don't know, and Fast Sign should know, is that when the sign's put up, there can't be any exposed fasteners.
I'm sure they're aware of that.
They should be, and I don't know if are you going to use the same board that Beans had and just put the applique over that, or is it a whole
Yes.
new board?
No, it's
Okay,
it's
then- or
inset.
Jeans, what did I say, Beans?
Yeah,
Beans
it's,
Beauty Supply,
it's,
okay.
it's in. There's a a little panel with a.
Okay.
and
Well, if that's the
it'll
case, then
fit
they'll put
in
it
there.
right on there, and it's not on there now. So sometimes people want to take the rectangle and put 4 bolts, and we don't like to see the bolts.
No.
So, okay.
I
All
don't
right.
either.
Is this a sandwich board in front of your store?
What do you mean? Oh, yes.
That's kosher, right?
Not really.
I don't know,
I
Matt?
don't think we usually.
People put things,
I know, they
they're
do
all
all
over
the
the,
time, just like-
oh, it wasn't, it was left there from Jean's, and we just put it out because we didn't have signage.
Sandwich board, Matt?
Not legal, but, you know, it's.
They're all over town.
It's like someone explained it one time, it's like trying to sweep the tide, to keep the tide away with a broom.
It falls over all the time, so it hasn't been out.
Yeah, I'd rather
obviously,
just-
since the
yeah.
beginning of time.
I think
so.
we find is people put them out temporarily, they pull them out, they pull them in, they appear, they disappear. It's hard to,
It's hard to regulate, and all I can do is put it out there that it's not permitted.
Okay.
but.
Okay, so that then is your wall sign, and then you are requesting window signs? Is that this
Yes.
text that's up here? At the
Yeah,
top?
yes, it'll just have our website and then the phone number, one on each of the window panels.
Okay.
The address is on the awning, right?
Yes,
122?
the 122 up here is on the awning, and so we're just gonna have the Obasan home and the phone number.
Okay. Now, you may have been here when we were talking to somebody about the percentage. You're limited to 20% of your window
I
area?
think the lettering's only this big.
Okay,
It
well,
should
Well,
be.
now
that
you
should be
know.
fine. Okay.
Yes,
So we'll put the onus is on you. So that looks nice too, and I'm sure you'll do it properly.
Were you located somewhere else before? Is this a
we
new?
were in Bryn Mawr.
Oh, okay, it's great. Nice to have you in Wayne.
We're very, very happy to be in Wayne.
Oh, good.
It's already been a remarkable difference
Great,
in
Really?
business, yeah.
terrific.
So, very happy.
Did you hear that? Brenda?
Good.
Yeah, my office is in downtown Bryn Mawr, and there's a lot of empty storefronts.
Well, we were kind of tucked back behind Latrice.
Oh,
in
yeah.
that- In the Thomas Avenue parking lot.
Sure.
A much, much bigger building and, just no foot traffic and,
I've already
Right.
stopped in twice.
oh, good.
Did you
To
buy
pretend-
anything?
No, but I have my eye on a pillow. And those books, you know, the Griffin and,
Oh, the Griffin and Stampede books.
Oh.
I could
You know
never
that?
give
They
them
still
up.
make those?
no, how did
yeah.
are they still making them?
Yeah, yeah,
That
Chronicle
was like
Press makes
25 years ago. Wow.
something like that.
I
He's
love
still
those.
he's written a couple more books, and
Yeah.
when I had another store in Malvern called the Sassafras Shop,
Mm-hmm.
that was more art and antiques,
Huh.
and I carried those books because they were just something that was really neat, and
Yeah.
so I just love them, so I still have a couple around.
I think it's pretty neat that you have them, yeah.
Okay.
So are we good to make a motion?
I am. Matt,
So
you
is
okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. DRB 1112, Obasan Home, I move that we approve the design as presented
Is
for
there
wall sign and window.
is there a second?
Sure.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, great, thanks. Good luck there.
Thank
Yeah,
you very
good luck.
much.
All right, take care. Okay, do we have any more business for the board? No.
I move that we adjourn.
And all
Well, that was quick.
so moved. Okay, thank you.